This is Pete Feenstra on Sunday the 25th of September 2011, talking to a great guitar player from Newcastle called Mr. Mitch Laddie. Great to have you here, Mitch. Happy birthday for yesterday.
Thank you very much.
How many have you had now?
21.
21 and rocking. And you've just recorded your second album.
That's right.
Mystic Records.
Yeah.
What's it going to be called?
Yeah, Burning Bridges.
I'm only asking you that question because we're playing with Virgil the Accelerators tonight, a double album launch, Boom Bom Club in Sutton. And it's the second album, first one was on Provo.
That's right.
Same band?
Same band on the recording, we have a different band live.
Yeah. So who are the people you recorded the album?
Lee Clifford on drums and Ryan Wilkinson on bass.
So they don't go out on the road?
My drummer's Lee's still with us.
Oh, okay.
Bass player's changed.
So how long was this in the making, the new record?
Probably about a year.
Yeah.
Good year or so the material started, and then.
Did you play some of that on earlier in the year? You did the Blues Caravan tour. Did you play?
We played a little bit. Yeah, we played a little bit last year with Walter as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's been about a year. Some of the material was about a year old, and some of it was about a month old. So.
Yeah. Okay, so of course you hail from that hotbed of the North East, Newcastle, and it's not just football up there. There's some great bands came from there.
Yeah.
Who were your did you have any local influences up there, apart from the obvious American ones we all talk about?
Knopfler, Mark Knopfler.
Oh yeah, interesting, yeah.
Dire Straits, I was brought up on Dire Straits.
Ah. Anybody else that pushed you towards the blues kind of thing?
Not local, I would say, but
But there's enough clubs up there to keep you going when you're not touring?
Yeah, there's a decent music scene up there.
And how did you first get into playing? Because you're 21 now and you've been playing for quite a while already.
Well, I was about 2 or 3 and I was just drawn to country music by my granddad.
Yeah.
He used to listen to all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Went from there, went from wanting to be a cowboy and getting
country music is all about songs, of course, and singing, harmonies. And then the next step was to veer towards the guitar. How did that happen?
Pretty much just my dad played guitar. There's guitars lying around the house all the time.
Right.
Picked them up, sort of had a go when I was young, didn't quite like it, and then it wasn't really until I broke my femur.
Oh really?
Yeah, playing rugby. When I was about 12, that was when I really got into it. I was laid up in hospital for about 3 or 4 months.
Reason enough.
So I just thought, yeah, I'm going to start.
And how long were you playing before you? How did you end up getting signed by Provo?
It was all thanks to Mr. Walter Trout.
Oh right, good old Walter. Yeah.
Met him when I was about 14, but my family sort of knew just from going to gigs over the years, and I was always told to come along, but just the age restrictions on
which you've overcome now, of course.
Then there was a venue in Sunderland called the Quayside Exchange.
Right.
Walter played there. He asked for like a tape or a CD of me playing some stuff, which my auntie and uncle were going to another gig the week later, and I recorded some stuff, gave it to them. They gave it to Walter. Then he called us up and said he wanted me to go and sit in with him in the band. And I went from there. And then the next thing I knew, I was playing with him at the Paradiso in Amsterdam.
Wow. And how did that go?
That was one of the best gigs of.
Was that the one they recorded that night?
It's no, not the one on DVD. That was a couple of years previous.
That's an old church, right? Well, old.
It's really
to be done as a rock gig. It's fantastic.
It's really nice venue.
Yeah. So did you do any other gigs in Holland at that point?
No, it was just the one. And then the guys from Provo were there, and they offered me a deal.
So some of the old Dutch fans would probably like to see you out there sometime.
Yeah, we need to get back over there at some point next year when the album's out.
Okay, and now you've signed with Mystic Records, the same label as Virgil.
Yeah.
And hopefully you can do loads of gigs behind that. And what's it called again?
Burning Bridges.
Burning Bridges. Any reason for that?
Basically just a lot of changes. Cutting ties with a lot of things.
And can people what is it? Rock blues?
It's blues rock with a bit of pop sensibility kind of thing. Quite influenced by the early Police stuff.
Right. So slightly different directions?
Slightly, different from the first. It's still a blues rock.
Yeah.
It's slightly different. I try to focus more on songwriting rather than just making it all about guitar playing.
And something like you at 21, what other sort of music are you into then? I mean, we always veer towards rock, blues for obvious reasons, but I mean...
I like a lot of jazz.
Yeah?
I like a lot of fusion.
Hence, yeah, you've written a great song about Eric Johnson.
Yeah,
you should check that out, it's fantastic. What's it called?
Mr. Johnson.
Mr. Johnson's.
There's a new version of that on the upcoming album as well, a revisited version, which is kind of what I wanted to do the first time around. But
you got a bit more sort of tones in there this time.
Yeah, it's just more of a tribute, I guess.
Wow. Well, it's a show-stopping moment in your live show, of course.
Thank you very much.
Well, it was last time you played it, everybody just couldn't believe it. It was fantastic. Oh, because it's so different.
Cheers.
Then, oh, good. So you're going to play that tonight?
Yeah, we'll be playing that tonight. We'll be playing the new version. So, I mean, it's not completely different. It's just some different bits.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're really looking forward to this. So you got a few gigs in the book.
Yeah.
So look out from wherever you may be. It's all over Britain, or?
Yeah, it's all over Britain. Then we head out when the album will be out early next year, I think. But don't hold me to that.
Yeah.
It might be earlier, but it's probably going to be some point early next year. And then we'll be out in Europe as well.
Wow.
Next year.
Anyway, Mitch, it's been great talking to you.
Thank you very much.
All the best with the album.
Cheers.
You're going to enjoy the show tonight. Go out, it's on Mystic Records. It won't be in the shops because there aren't any record shops left, but you'll have to come out to a gig and buy it or get it online. It's been Pete Feenstra talking to Mitch Laddie in anticipation of a great double header with Virgil and the Accelerators. Thank you to Alan on the camera. Good afternoon.